Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and this month I would like to talk about the upcoming block of the month for 2025. Now, this was the one we made last year. It was called Scrappy Sunshine because it did have these nice sunshine sort of sun blocks in the center. And it was all made with scraps, so it gave us an opportunity to use those up. But last year, I had so many people want to know what it was going to look like before they decided to follow along. So this year, you are going to be able to see what it is going to look like. And that way you could decide if you'd like to follow along. Last year was a mystery. This year, it is going to look like this is what we're going to make this year. It's not going to be a block a month, but it is going to be a border of a month. So how we're going to work on this is going around. We're going to make the center block and add those borders as we go along. So what we're going to do is 1 month we are going to have a little bit more sewing to do, and then the next month it's not going to be as heavy in the sewing. So that way we can have an easy month and a more difficult month. So in 1 month, for example, we will make some of the flying geese. The next month we will make the centers, the corners, put them on. Then we'll do more sewing, and then the next month a little bit less and sew them together. That way it gives us a chance to get caught up and keep going. Now this quilt is a very bold quilt with a lot of definite strong lines. Now, as you can see, I have used black, gray, white, and red. And that red is the fun color. So this quilt will work if you have a dark, a medium, the light, and a fun fabric. We have the dark, the black, the medium, the gray, the light, the white, and in my case, the red is the fun color. So if you wanted to do the black, white, and gray, you could put a green in it, or a pink, a purple, a yellow. There's lots of different colors you can add as that fun fabric. And if you don't want the black, you can do it sort of in blues and softer colors. And instead of that very white, you can use beige. Now I have used a combination of different blacks, different grays, different whites, but the one consistent fabric is my red fabric. I wanted that to be the same throughout the entire project. When we're done, the quilt is 71.5 inches. So it's going to be a great wall hanging, a good cuddle quilt, or even a nice striking piece on your bed. So if you want to start collecting some fabrics, the white fabric and the gray fabric, we're going to need just a little bit less than 2 yards. And I did have them all very white and about the same level of gray. My very dark color, my black color, I did have 3 yards. So it's just a little bit under 3 yards, but think 3 yards when you're gathering up your fabrics. My fun red fabric, I needed about 1.5 yards. And that 1.5 yards is also going to give me a binding. Now, if you don't want the binding in that same fun fabric, you're only going to need about 5/8 of that fun fabric. So next month, we're going to be able to start this follow along. I am going to have some handouts for you, so you're going to be able to start preparing your fabrics so that we can move forward. I have some great tips on how to make those flying geese that we do not have to trim. We're going to sew them and they're going to match perfect. The log cabins have their own little techniques and tricks involved, along with some of the other borders. This last border is a lot of fun because it is made how you would not think it is made. So last year we knew the name and it was a mystery. This year we're going to see how that quilt is going to look before we go along. And this year I would like you to name the quilt. So be sure to put your suggestions of the name in the description. And from there, I'm going to choose the name. I'm very curious to see who who is going to name this and what it is going to be named. So I do hope you join me where we're going to do this month by month, round by round, and have some fun doing it along the way. And as always, thank you for joining me today on So Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and I do have a newsletter. It's all free under So Very Easy. And be sure to make every day a so-tacular day. Bye for now.